Answer the poll question I'm leaving, and then we will get into the video. Do you like side A or side B? Again, side A or side B. Answer the poll, and we're gonna get into this video. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. You want to know what we're doing today? Do you want to know what we're doing today? I'll show you. Okay, no, seriously. Today I'm going to be doing a two-face video. Basically, I'm doing a contrast of the new Juvia Afrique palette. Now, if you've been on any of these Facebook groups, these Facebook beauty groups like I've been on, you have not been seeing really great reviews about this palette, which is breaking my heart. Okay, it's breaking my heart. And I had already ordered my palette before I even started this stuff, so it's here. I'm ready to use it. And if you have not ordered yet, I hope this video will be helpful for you, just to help you decide if you do want to order it or not. Also, before we get started, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe down below and hit the bell so that you do not miss out on any more of my videos. So let me show you the palette. Let me show you what we're working with. Let me show you the colors we got. Let's see. Y'all see that? Ooh, do those colors not look gorgeous? Yeah. So on the right side of my face, I will be using the new Afrique palette. On the left side of my face, I will be using a combination of the Festival and the Masquerade. This way I can kind of really compare this new Juvia's palette to some of the older palettes. As far as production goes, I mean, like right now so far it looks good. I will say that I have swatched a few of the colors and I was not impressed with the swatches, but I'm hoping that with everything, with me having a base, and I've set the base on my eyes and all of this stuff, that it will turn out beautifully. Also, if you are wondering what I have on my face right now, I did all of this before I got on camera today, just so I could show y'all the straight up nitty gritty of the palettes. But all of this I did on the Instagram live. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you head over to Instagram at @BStokedStyling so you can see what I used for my face, for my setting powder down here that I still have just in case I have fallout, and for the base of my eyes. And with that being said, it's time to try it out. It's time for the moment of truth, okay? Let's do this. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to use is this color in the Afrique called Bintu, I believe. Bintu. It's this kind of purpley color here. So I'm going to use that on this side, and then in the the Masquerade, I'm going to use this color called Ada. Now they're not quite the same color, but they're in the same family, so I figure, you know, they should be able to compare and contrast pretty easily. So this is going to be my transition color. So I'm going to take a nice little swirls. And I'm getting a little bit of fallout. And want to make small circles. And I'm just going to keep on building this color up. Let me zoom in for y'all. It looks a little bit more purple on my lid for sure than it did in the palette, but we'll see. Alright, so that is the Bintu color right here. I'm going to go ahead and use the Ada color from the Masquerade. Like I said, they're not the same color, but they're similar. But this one definitely looks a little more true to color than the first one. And I will say, as I'm putting it on, it's definitely, I built this up, I think I did this about 4 times. So this is the equivalent of building it up about 4 times. And so far what's on this eye is literally the very first putting in the color, dipping it in the color. So I'm doing the same thing from one eye. So I'm doing the same thing from one eye to the other eye. I'm not doing anything different. So with this eye, I've built this color up about 4 times. This eye, this is literally the 3rd time I built it up. I'm going to build it up one more time, and I'm just using, I'm not really adding much extra product to my brush. I'm just kind of using some of the excess powder that kind of comes up as you work your brush into like the product, and when I tap it, you know, a little powder comes out. So I'm just kind of re-picking that up and working it in. Next, I'm going to take this green color here. This green color here called Niger green. This green color is going to be on this eye. I am definitely so far seeing a little bit more of the powder lifting as I'm working my brush in. So a lot more fallout than I'm used to with Juvia, but we'll see. Okay, so this is the Niger color. Little bit of fallout right here. Let's go to, again, the Masquerade palette using the Molly color. Now the Niger green is a lot more matte. This one has a lot more shimmer. So I do want to, you know, and it's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit lighter and it has a little bit more shimmer, but it's close enough. So this is the green that I'm using from the Masquerade palette. Just want to make sure I let y'all know the differences. Again, the colors are not the exact same, but they are in the same family. So I just want y'all to be able to see. Go in with Cotono. It's this color here. I'm going to use this color, which is kind of like has a little bit more of a shimmer, a shimmery, maybe indigo, violet, no, plum, I don't know. It's kind of like a blue, a shimmery blue-ish, but it has some purpley undertones to it. I'm going to put that directly on my crease. On this side, doing same technique using the Chi color. You'll see the Chi color, which is a little bit bluer. The other one is a lot more muted and definitely has a little bit more purpley tones, but I'm going to use this color. Now, as y'all can see, now the Masquerade colors are lighter than the Afrique color. Again, I just want y'all to see the difference in quality. to see if there is a difference in quality, should I say. Again, just putting it in my crease, just like I did on this side, but for some reason, this side doesn't seem like it's just going in my crease as much as this side does. And literally, I just put it in my, I'm doing the same thing. I'm not like switching anything from any other side, just putting it in my crease. All right. I want to kind of soften up the edges, so I'm just going to take a little bit of a bigger bristle brush and just kind of small circles, blending all of the colors kind of together. Just softening up the edges. Yes, that's what I'll use. I'm going to use Fifi from this. Fifi. Do I want Fifi? Yes, I'm going to use Fifi. On the other side, I'm going to use Calabar. Let me show you what Calabar looks like. This is Calabar. This one that has this big dent in it. I'm going to use Calabar on the other side. All right. From there, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? All right, I'm gonna take this orange color called Dakar. And I'm going to put that in the center. Again, I am not swiping, I am patting the color in. On the other side, I'm going to use from the Festival palette. This color is a little bit lighter, but I'm going to use this color Ophala. I believe is how you say it, Ophala. And doing the same thing. And I'm going to use the Aya color, which is this yellow. I'm going to put that on the inside crease. And I'm just tapping again and bringing it over to the to meet the orange. And for this side, I'm going to use from the Zulu palette. This Zulu doesn't have any names on their colors, but it's this yellow. It's a little bit deeper of a yellow, but it is the only other yellow that Juvia offers. So even though this is not like a yellow, this is really more like a marigold, I'm still going to use it just so you can see. Now I'm going to go in with this color. It's called Kissy. I'm just going to put that up under my brow bone. On this side, I'm going to use Burkina, and I'm going to put that right up under my brows. All right, Now I'm going to go in with my liner brush. I'm going to wet it. And on my festival side, I'm going to use this Angelique. Angelique? Yes. Angelique is the name of the color that I'm going to use. And I probably should have did this before I did all the colors and stuff, but oh well. I didn't know I wanted to use that until after I saw it all together. And I'm gonna use Giza. Giza slightly darker. I'm gonna use Giza from the Masquerade. And I'm wetting my brush, you guys. I'm actually wetting it with setting spray. Okay, so now for under our eyes, I'm going to use, and this is the color that I have been waiting on in this to use in this palette because I think it's a gorgeous color. It's called Cote d'Ivoire. Look, I probably should not even be pronouncing these names because I'm sure I'm pronouncing them all the way wrong. But it's this blue color right here. And I'm going to be using that all along the under eye. Y'all see there's still a little bit of fallout. All right, here we go. I think we got most of it, I guess. And I'm going to use this color all along the under eye. Ooh. Ooh, it is falling out crazy right now. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna let somebody bust me in my eye. Oh my god. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, it's ooh. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can use my beauty blender to kind of get some of that up. There we go. There we go. Got that up. Ooh, okay, so that was Cote d'Ivoire. This color does definitely have a lot of fallout, you guys. Even when I was swatching it before the video, I did swatch. This was one of the colors that I swatched, and it did not swatch well. I did not expect it to be this blue on my eye, because when I did the swatch, I'm telling you, it did not swatch well at all. I was like, oh Lord, please don't let what everybody said be true. So I'm actually surprised that it even turned out this like bold up under my eye. Next we're going to use the Dahlia color on this side. It's a lighter color, has more shimmer to it, but that's what we're going to use on the other side. Alright, smudge your brush, and I'm going to go in with so far, let me show y'all real quick. We have used this color, this color, this color. These three, we've used all four of these. We've used, no, I'm sorry. We used these three. We used these three. We've used these three. I'm trying to get all of the colors in, you guys. I really am. I'm trying to like use every last one of these colors so y'all can just see. So next we're going to use this gold. And where am I going to put it? I'm going to put this gold right on the tear line. And on the other side, I'm going to use, is there, oh, yeah. I'm going to use Casablanca. Casablanca. Just this color. Same thing, same technique. Okay. Let's see, we have 2 more colors to fit into this look. Ooh. Ooh. It's moving. It's moved a little bit on this side, but it moved a lot on this side. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. I can't even go back because I don't even remember what brush I used for that. And lastly, we're going to use, because I'm not really worried about this Cameroon color. It's just like this brown color. I'm not really worried about that. Right on the undertail, we're going to use this green color, this greeny glitter color. Right on the end, on the bottom. From the Magic palette, we're going to use Yara, which is this color. I'm going to use this one and do the same thing on the outer corner of the other eye. Alright, you guys, so this is it. I'm done. I put a little bit of blusher on, put a little lipstick on. I didn't put like a bunch of highlighter or anything on because I'm probably going to wash this off in a second. But I wanted y'all to see one side versus the other side. So like I showed you in the beginning of the video, side A, side B. I wanted y'all to vote. Make sure y'all vote. Make sure y'all answer that poll. And now I'm going to give you my thoughts. This is side A. This is the Afrique. I love the colors in the palette. I think the colors are beautiful. I really do. However, the way that they apply is subpar to what I'm used to from Juvia. There was a lot of fallout. There was a lot of fallout all in here and on the palette. When you placed it, it smudged even after, you know, like for instance in this white area here, there's a lot more smudging that I did not intend and was not supposed to be there. And I did the same exact techniques and everything from one eye to the next. So this side, everything looks a lot more crisp, a lot cleaner. You can, even though there are, you know, I used about 8 or 9 colors for, I used 8 colors for this look. And you can clearly see the difference in each color on this side versus this side. It does look a lot more muddied. And just not to Juvia's normal standards. This is really hard for me because if you have been watching my channel for since the beginning of my channel, I have been die-hard about Juvia, and you all know that. I'm sorry, fix my wig. I didn't secure it yet, but I have been die-hard about Juvia from the beginning. You all know that. So I was super excited about this palette. I think it has beautiful colors. Where did it go? I'm gonna pull it up. Here it is. I think it has beautiful colors. Like, these colors are gorgeous. I like the colors on this side of my eye more than I like the colors on this side of my eye. However, this side of my eye, they did what they were supposed to do. When I set them somewhere, they stayed, and I didn't have to do a lot of extra work. This side, they smudged. So the blending on this side was a little bit easier because it was messier. It smudged. They didn't sit where I set them. Mind you, I used 2 different bases for my eyes, and as well as setting, all before putting the color on. So there's really no reason for it to have smudged the way it did. Also, some of the colors, the intensity just was not there. I had to apply it a few times, quite a few times, to get the intensity that I wanted, versus this side where it was half the time and half the effort. On a scale of 1 to 10, comparing this palette to other Juvia palettes, not comparing it to any other brand, not comparing it to any other colors, anything, comparing it strictly to itself, comparing Juvia's Place to Juvia's Place, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to give this palette a 4. It's not a terrible palette. So it's not a terrible palette at all. The colors are beautiful. The colors are what saves it. But it's the And the more I look at it, the sadder I get, you guys, seriously. It's the quality of the powder, of the shadows, and what I'm used to. Will I use it again? I bought it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to make it work. Would this be my go-to palette when I am, you know, going out of town and I just grab like 2 palettes, or I grab 1 palette to just make a bunch of looks for the weekend? This would not be one that I would make. This would be strictly if I know I want to use a pretty yellow, then I will go in and I'll use this yellow. Or the Kofi, the gold color. I do think the gold color is very, very pretty, so maybe I would, you know, use that. Like, it would not be a palette that I just take and say I'm going to create my entire look from this palette. This will be a palette where there's a specific color that I want, and that's what I want to use. And it would probably not be the blue because it has too much fallout, and I would be afraid that it would mess up what I've already done. It's just this is rough. It's a little rough. This is rougher than I'm used to. This would be, if I had not been riding with Juvia for 2 years at this point, I would have, like, if this was the very first palette, I would have accepted it as the very first palette, you know, because I wouldn't have known them, and I would have, and the colors are pretty, and I would have accepted it and worked with it. But because I am used to a certain standard from Juvia's place, I'm disappointed. I'll definitely say that I'm extremely disappointed. I was so excited to get this palette in the mail, you guys. I was so excited. And I'm in a group on Facebook, Beauty Crew. Shout out to Brit K Beauty. She was the first person that I saw to give her thoughts on this palette, and I do have to agree with her. This is the first palette that will be mass produced to be in Ulta, and it could be that they were trying to rush the production and the quality is just not up to their normal standards. And I totally agree with Brittany when she said that, because it does seem that way. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. If you were excited like me to get this palette, in all honesty, I created pretty much the same look with the palettes that I already had. So this is something similar to a look that you would use. Just use the palettes that you already have, or possibly use some of the older palettes, because this is not worth it. And it is one of their cheaper palettes compared to all the other palettes. I think this, because it's only like $20, and it applies like it's one of their cheaper palettes. So that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Leave your comments below, leave your opinions below. I really want y'all to tell me what you think about this look, either side. Even if you like the A side, tell me why you like it. Tell me what it is you like about it. If you like the B side, tell me what it is you like about it. I want to hear y'all's thoughts. If you purchased this palette, I want you to tell me what you thought about it and what your experiences are. I really want to know, you guys, because I want to know, okay? So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram at Bestoked Styling, and make sure you come back on Friday, because I do Face Beat Friday videos every Friday. But I wanted to bring y'all this special today because I was super excited. So see y'all on Friday for Face Beat Friday, and thank you for tuning in today. Peace.